What's up? So this is a video guide for the module Sales Navigator Account List Append, and in this video I'm going to walk you through the entire process of how to actually set up this module and what you can do with this module in terms of account based marketing. But before that, let's discuss what this module actually does and what you can do with it. So the crux is you specify a bunch of Sales Navigator account profile URLs. So you input that, and you also specify a list name inside Sales Navigator, and this module will add those accounts to that list. That's the whole purpose of this module, that you already have a bunch of Sales Navigator account profile URLs and you want those added in bulk to a particular list inside Sales Navigator. Then is when you use this module, and I'll tell you the practical use of why we actually do this and how we can use this under the account based marketing realm. So the input of this module happens to be the Google Sheet URL. So you will create a Google Sheet. I have created one, and you will dump all the account profile URLs under one column, and you will share that sheet. So you'll copy the link of that sheet, and you also specify the list name. So under Sales Navigator, you will create a list and you will specify the name of that account list. So let's click on this use this module button and see what the actual setup process looks like. So we have a form here, and the first field in the configuration form is the LinkedIn session cookie. So what we'll do is we'll go to linkedin.com, or you may go to Sales Navigator, and we'll right click somewhere on the page. We'll click on inspect, then we'll click on these two arrows, we'll click on application, then we'll find this cookies section. Under it, we'll click on linkedin.com, and we'll navigate and find LI80 under the name column, and we'll copy the value corresponding to that. We'll go back to the form and we'll paste the session cookie here. Next field on the form is the Google Sheet URL. Like we talked about earlier, I've created this sheet. Then the next thing to do is I'm going to share the sheet, and I'm going to make sure that the anyone on the internet with this link can view option is selected. So I'm going to copy the link, go back to the form, paste this link here. The next thing, or the next field on the form is the Google Sheet column name. So I've put the header as Sales Navigator account profiles. You can put whatever header you want to put, but make sure you're copy pasting the exact header or the exact. It's case sensitive, and you put the exact same thing. Under list type, this field is locked since we are only operating the account list module, so it's pre-selected for you. The next field on the form is the list name. So like we mentioned, we've done with the first part of the module. So we've made the list, we have added the number of links that we want to be we want added to a particular list, and now we need to specify a particular list name. So we'll go to this list section under Sales Navigator, and under that we'll go to account lists, and we're going to create a new account list. I'm going to call this March 2021 accounts, and I'm going to hit create. I'm going to copy the name of this list. I'll go back to the form and paste the name here. The next field on the form is the number of Google Sheet rows to process. Then we only have 5 rows here, so for this video I'm going to just enter 5, but your sheet could have thousands and thousands of rows, and that won't matter. You can specify the number of rows you want to process, and the model will take that as the sole input. Next, you'll enter the email address where you want the result file to be sent to. To move forward, we're going to click on next. We'll wait for this button to toggle from stop to run, and once you see run here, we'll click on run, and this will launch the module. You will see a couple of logs getting generated here. So as per the logs, it has logged in with my Sales Navigator account. Already added these accounts to the list named March 2021 accounts. So we'll go back to our list section and we'll see the list that we've made. Currently it has no accounts, so I'm gonna hit refresh, and we should have those 5 accounts added to this list. And there we go. So we have these 5 accounts added to the list, and that's the whole crux of this module. I'll tell you how this becomes useful when we're doing account based marketing. So we'll go to all filters, and under the lead filters, if I go to this section called custom lists and I click on this, and I can now see my March 2021 accounts as a custom list option. So essentially what you've done is you are blocking or locking the company names here. So you're telling Sales Navigator that now I'm going to put a bunch of parameters and filters that define my prospects or the persona of my prospect, but I want this persona from these particular set of companies. So that becomes highly targeted, and you're able to go after set number of accounts and particular prospects in these set number of accounts. So yeah, that's the whole crux of this module. If you're stuck somewhere and if you have some problem running this module, reach us out to us at support@datachroma.com and we'll help you out. Thank you.